Morning everyone, welcome back to another vlog. Today is Thursday and I am currently in London. I've had literally a nightmare morning. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. My train was late, but I also looked at the wrong train times, so I was looking at the times that went from London to me rather than me to London. So I ended up getting to the station for the complete wrong time and then had to wait even longer, which made me late into London. So my hair appointment that I was supposed to have this morning has now been, luckily, the team at Larry King have been able to push my appointment back to 12 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock because it's currently 9:10 and I'm still on my way over there. But I am really looking forward to it. I've got an appointment with Andreas at Larry King and I've basically just booked in for a cut and restyle. I don't know what we are going to do yet, but I'm kind of thinking to get like some layers or some shape or something cut into this long lifeless hair. So I'm sure Andreas will have a really good idea of what would suit me, so I'm really looking forward to that. But I now have a couple of hours spare and I'm heading over to Westbourne Grove, which is where one of his salons is. Oh my god, horses. So I think I'm going to pop into Daylesford and get some breakfast, get a coffee. I literally woke up this morning at 5:30, got ready, jumped in the car, got to the station, and then everything went wrong. But it's not the end of the world. Everything always sorts out in the end. But I will chat to you in a bit when I've got myself a coffee. Okay, update. I have had such a nice couple of hours. I feel like everything always happens for a reason, and it's really rare that I mind focus. It's really rare that I get time in London to like look in some shops, have some nice chill time. So I have just been into Daylesford, had some breakfast, and then I went to Sandro and tried on so many nice bits. So next stop is Space NK and then on to Larry King for my hair, which I'm really excited about. Cannot wait. Well, I haven't vlogged at all. I didn't vlog my hair appointment just because I was chatting to Andreas for the whole time and I just didn't pick up my camera, which is really annoying, but my hair is done. Probably doesn't look too much different, but I will show you when I'm home. I basically just got a lot cut off the bottom, just really healthy, nice blunt cut. Got my fringe little bits trimmed just so it falls nicer, and he did do some really soft layers through it just to give it a bit more movement. So he hasn't styled it, we've just left it straight, and I'm gonna have a play about with it probably when I get home and style it up. I'm so happy. I feel like it's just so much healthier, and this is exactly what I needed. Just a good amount cut off. It's kind of like a mid-length, I would say. Hard to show you because of the lighting, but I'll show you when I'm back home. And here is my new hair. What do you guys think? I am absolutely obsessed with it. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, to be honest. I've had quite a bit cut off the ends. My hair was like down to here. So I had a nice big chunk cut off. It's just so much healthier. I also had my little grown out fringe trimmed a little bit just so it sits kind of to my jaw rather than down here. So it's just gonna frame my face a little bit nicer and just be a bit more volumized. I said to him that I was just really struggling with my hair being really limp, and it just felt like when I styled it, I just hated it and it wasn't holding, and yeah, it felt healthy, but I just needed a refresh, and I'm just so happy with it. So Andreas at Larry King, 110% recommend. I paid in full, I booked the appointment as a customer. Not that that makes any difference. If I had got it as a press appointment, I would still give you my honest review. I always do. But I am just over the moon. I am so happy. And Andreas is just absolutely lovely. We had such a nice chat for an hour, and he really took his time when cutting it. He didn't just kind of blunt cut it at the end and that was it. He really went through and did some really fine layers. So you probably can't even notice that there's any layers. Especially not now I've styled it, but yeah, just so happy with it. And I got him to just blow dry it straight, because I always really like, when I leave a salon, I always really like to just have it straight so that when I get home I can actually see it properly, and then I can style it how I usually would. Because often in the past, when I get my hair styled, like curled or blow dried in a curly blow dry, I don't love it, and I'm just so particular about how I like it styled, so I'd rather just do it myself when I get home. So yeah, I am over the moon, so happy, and it probably doesn't look that different, but for me it feels so much better. It just feels so fresh. I also picked up a few things when I was in London today, so I thought I would give you a little bit of a show and tell. Obviously I went to Daylesford and had some breakfast, and I just had a little browse in the shop. I didn't really intend on getting anything, but I just saw a couple of things that I thought were really sweet. So firstly, I got, this is actually a napkin, but I am going to use it as a tea towel. This is a little Christmas tea towel from their Christmas range, and I just loved this. The Defender, the presents, the little dog, it's just really cute. Mistletoe, and it just matches with the kitchen quite nicely. So this is going to be my Christmas tea towel. And actually I really need to get loads of new tea towels, because all of ours are just so ruined from when we were having loads of stuff done, and they're just ruined. So yeah, love this. And this was only £10. I mean, it is a napkin, but it's such a nice material. It's a really thick cotton, so I think this is going to be really nice. And then this is a little bit boring, but if you're looking for Christmas presents for anybody, I really recommend this. Jack got me this Daylesford diffuser last year for Christmas, and it has just run out. And amazingly, you can get refill bottles. So I got a little refill for my diffuser. This is the bergamot scent. When I tell you, this just smells incredible. Just the perfect home scent. It's not too seasonal. I like something that just I can keep in the house all the time, and it's gonna smell like the house. So when people come around, they kind of know that smell. Oh, and it just smells amazing. It's so clean, just perfection. So very excited to have a little refill of this. And I actually always keep these bottles. And I did a little bit of a hack, and because you only put a tiny bit of this into the diffuser, I've got some similar glass diffuser bottles, and I've decanted this into loads of them. They were just from Amazon. So I've got this with reed diffusers like all over the house, which is a very good hack. And then I made a purchase that I wasn't intending to, And I don't usually impulse buy anymore. I don't think I've done that for such a long time. Just gone into store and just bought something that I liked. But I went into Sandro and I don't think I vlogged anything in there. But oh my goodness, I tried on this blazer. I will insert a video. It was stunning, but it was like £400 and I didn't want to spend £400 on a blazer. But I did pick up this pair of shorts, and you might be thinking, why the hell are you buying shorts in autumn winter? But these are the perfect pair of tweed shorts, and honestly these have been on my mind for so long. I've actually, last night I was looking for tweed shorts online while Jack was watching the football, and I kind of wanted a brown and a black, just because I really want to wear them with black tights and knee-high boots and style them with like lots of different things. And oh my goodness, when I saw these, I just knew I was going to get them. They are absolutely beautiful, such a lovely wool. The only thing I would change is that they don't have belt loops. I think I say this quite a lot, but I just like things with belt loops so you can add a belt. I just think it adds such a nice element to an outfit. But I tried them on with obviously this jumper, and oh, I just love them. I'm so happy with them. They were quite expensive. They were £200, which is a lot, and I wouldn't usually just go and spend a couple of £100 on an item, but I know that these are going to last me every single season, and I just absolutely love them. So I'm very, very, very pleased with this purchase. And also I feel like these are something I can wear in London, in town, at home. I could easily wear these to everything and just style them up differently. So very pleased with this purchase from me to me. And you would have seen some clips that I popped into Destination Dermatological Beauty, and it was a really lovely event. Basically housing SkinCeuticals, La Roche-Posay, Vichy and CeraVe. So all those Parisian French skincare brands, and it was such a cool event. They kind of created it like it was an airport terminal, and they had these newspapers, and I think it's like my uni brain. I did fashion media and promotion, and I had to make like newspapers, magazines, event concepts, and I just love the details like that. It makes me so excited. So I received a few products to try. I've got some SkinCeuticals Retinol. This is actually a product that I was looking at on the display, and I was thinking, I'm gonna have to buy that. And then they gave us a little goodie bag at the door, and it has it in. So this is a Mineral 89 Fortifying and Plumping Daily Booster with Hyaluronic Acid. Strengthens skin barrier, hydrates and replumps from Vichy. And this just sounds heavenly. Like the product that your skin is really gonna drink in this time of year. And then I also have the Cream Boost Hydration Cream, which again, just gonna be fabulous. An SPF 50+ from La Roche-Posay, and my mum always talks about this one, so I'm really excited to try that. So I will let you know how I get on, especially with these two, the Vichy products, because I'm very excited about them. And sometimes I think with my Dermatica formula, if I use it too much, it does dry out my skin because my ingredients are quite strong. So I really have to break it up throughout the week, and I feel like I need a lot of moisture this time of year, so I think they are going to be fabulous. So my brother has just left. I have so many house updates to share with you. He's been here the last few days working on the office, which is so exciting. Tomorrow is a very exciting day. It's Friday, and I am hosting a really, really, really lovely afternoon with some very special people. So I will tell you all about it tomorrow, but I am going to have a quick tidy up, put the washing away, and actually I'm going to finish watching the Agatha Christie documentary because I started it the other night, and oh my goodness, my mind is blown. It is just absolutely wild, and I just love Colleen Rooney. I didn't realise how much I loved her. If you've watched it, I feel like you'll know what I mean. And their house, oh my gosh, their house is incredible. So that is my plan for the evening. We've got stir fry, duck spring rolls, very excited about it, and I can't wait to show Jack my hair. I wonder if he's going to notice it, or maybe I won't say anything and I'll just see if he notices it. I highly doubt that he will, but I am super happy with it, honestly. I feel like this style just suits me so much better. So let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you in the morning. Oh my gosh, also I've had a tragedy with my nails. This one has broken and this nail has completely snapped off. So I need to try and rectify that because that is not very chic. Good morning, everyone. Is it still the morning? Oh yes, it's only 10:30. I feel like I've had a whole day already. Today is Friday and there is a lot going on at the house. My brother is currently just finishing off fitting the office flooring, which is so exciting. And oh my gosh, it's just completely transformed that room so much. I can't believe how big that space is. And I am so excited to start designing that room next week. We've also had a delivery of the carpet for the dressing room this morning. So once he's done in that room, he's going to head upstairs and sort out that room. And we're on a bit of a time crunch because, as I mentioned earlier in the video, today I am hosting a very lovely afternoon tea with some very special ladies. So my mum, obviously Gracie, my little dog, will be there. Jack's mum, Jack's nanny, and Jack's sister Grace, who is pretty much like my sister by this point. Apologies if you can hear banging, singing, talking. My brother is working away, he's got a podcast on, he's always singing, so that's the background noise. So yes, I'm really excited and I wanted to do something like this for ages, but I just wanted to wait until we've got those final bits done in the house so it just feels really lovely. And this Friday was the perfect time, so that is what we're doing. They're coming over in a few hours and we're on a bit of a time crunch because I've said to Louis I would really like the floors done by the time they get here, just so that he can go, he's not, you know, faffing about, and obviously we can't sit and have afternoon tea in the dining room with the banging going on. So he's done really well. He's got here a little bit earlier today. I think he's nearly done, to be honest, in there. So we're doing good for time. It's very good. But I've just got back from the shops because I decided I would make the sandwiches for the afternoon tea a little bit earlier, just so that I can pop them in the fridge and that's done. And then when my brother is finished downstairs, I'm going to do a big tidy up, pop the sofa back into the office and lay the table and just make it all really lovely. I've spent the morning just doing emails and getting back to some work bits and just flitting about, tidying up, so it's all really lovely. But I went to make the sandwiches and realised we'd run out of Branston pickle, and you can't have a cheese sandwich without Branston pickle. So I thought I would show you what I'm doing for the afternoon tea. Good, nice loaf of bread. This is the M&S wholemeal seeded farmhouse bread. I love a seeded bread. I feel like it's just so yummy and just adds to the flavour. Then I have all my sandwich fillings. So we are doing cheese and pickle. This is the best cheese. I feel like I always tell you about this. It's the David Stowe Cornish cheddar vintage. Unbelievable. We're doing a cream cheese and smoked salmon, Philadelphia, and smoked salmon. And then I thought I might do a little bit of a ham and cucumber because I feel like I really like those and they're just a nice refreshing option with the cucumber. So we've got 3 options of sandwiches. There's going to be 5 of us. So how many sandwiches should I do? I mean, I can always, if I've got some left over, Jack will eat them later. So maybe I'll do 3 each. We'll see. But anyway, I'm doing sandwiches. Then we've got some mini cakes, which I'll show you. We're out of focus, that's better. I was going to make some cakes, but to be honest, I don't really trust myself because I'm not very good at baking. So instead, I just bought some little bits. So we've got mini chocolate cupcakes from M&S. I did my food shop this week on Ocado, so that's why a lot of it is M&S. Then I've got some mini lemon loaf cakes, which look delicious. And I thought it's quite nice to have chocolate and a lemon. So these are quite big. I mean, I could eat a whole pack of these, but I might cut them into little cubes just so that they're a bit more bite-sized. And then we've got some scones as well, of course, which Jack's sister Grace is actually making because she makes the best scones. every Sunday at Jack's house we have like tea and cake at 3 o'clock, and sometimes she will make scones and they are delicious. So she's in charge of that. She will be bringing those around when she arrives. And I've just got some clotted cream and some jam as well, because I was going to make my own cream. Jack's mum always does, but I just wanted this to be a fail-safe option. So that is what's on the menu this afternoon. I am very excited about it, and it's just going to be so lovely to have them round. Jack's nanny hasn't seen the house yet. Jack's mum has only seen the house, I think, once or twice, just because our schedules are so busy and the weekends are so busy in Jack's family. There's always so much going on. It's hard to like nail down a time. So I said, right, Friday afternoon tea, we're having a ladies' afternoon, and I'm very excited. And also I got a couple of bottles of the M&S Rosé Prosecco, which is so good. Jack's mum actually introduced me to that, and it is delicious. So probably have a little glass of that, but I'm very excited. So I'm gonna make my sandwiches. Yes, gonna get on with this. I actually have a call this morning as well, so I need to get a move on. I have been the world's worst vlogger today. It is currently 6 p.m. and all of my lovely family have left. Honestly, we had the most perfect afternoon. It was so nice. And weirdly enough, my mum and Jack's mum have actually only met, I think, once or twice. Probably years ago when we were much younger and we both lived at home, and we would get like dropped off at each other's houses, or often if we went on holiday, Jack's mum would drop me home after the airport and things like that. So yeah, they've literally only really met kind of saying hi and bye. So it was so nice to actually get them together, and they are so similar. They get on so well. And I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. Jack's nanny, having her hair, my makeup. What is going on? Can you see that like patch there? God, that is terrible. That's just Jack telling me he is at the pub this evening. So I haven't really shown you much, and I hope you saw the couple of clips that I filmed of the table, but I loved it. It was so pretty. And I wanted to show you a couple of the bits that I got from Amazon, because I was meant to do it earlier and it was absolute chaos earlier. So it was about 1:45. My brother was still doing the carpet upstairs and my mum had arrived, and it was just chaotic. I had a call which overran, and yes, there was just lots going on. My brother was frantically bringing down underlay and gripper and tools, and then they were arriving and there was just a lot going on. I wasn't even going to wear this jumper today for afternoon tea, but do you know what? It's fine. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing because we had such a lovely time. And I've just cleared up and done the dishwasher, and yeah, I wanted to show you what I picked up because I got all of these things from Amazon, and guys, I love Amazon. It is so brilliant. So I got this little kind of 3-tiered afternoon tea little cake displayer, and it worked so brilliantly. So rather than having so many serving plates on the table, I could just have this one thing with all the sweet bits, and then I had a board with, which you probably would have seen when I was prepping the sandwiches. I had all of those on a board, and it was just perfect. So we had the mini cupcakes at the top, then we had the lemon loaf, and then we had the scones on the bottom. And when I tell you, Grace's scones are absolutely delicious. And there was me worrying that I didn't have enough food for everyone, and there is so much left. So Jack is going to have a very full tummy when he gets home, because I'm sure he's going to be snacking on scones all weekend, chocolate cake, lemon cake, just perfection. So yes, it was really lovely. And the other thing that I picked up was these little cup and saucers. They came in a pack of 6, and this is just the extra one that I didn't need. And they're just so beautiful. How pretty is this little cup? It's kind of like scallop detail. Oh, I love like the white china feel, very delicate, but it kind of feels a little bit irregular at the same time. Just absolutely love it. And then also a little saucer to go with it. Just so beautiful. So we all had a lovely cup of tea, our scones. And also comment below, are you a cream then jam or jam then cream? Because I'm a jam then cream. So is Grace, so is Jack's mum, so is Jack's nanny. My mum and Jack are the only ones out of like both of our families that do cream and then jam. And I get what they mean, because they think that the cream is kind of like the butter, so they spread it and then they do a dollop of the jam on top. But I don't love cream, so I like to do loads of jam and then like a tiny little bit of cream on top. That just makes sense to me. But anyway, it was such a lovely afternoon, and I just feel very grateful to have such amazing women in our family and just such lovely, caring people. And I always just feel, oh, why am I getting emotional? I feel like if you've watched my vlogs for a while, especially for the last kind of couple of years, you might remember that I had a really horrible time in my life, and I've never spoken about it, and I probably don't think I ever will. Maybe in a couple of years' time I might. To be honest, it is something that I would like to speak about, but just not at the moment. It's quite a personal thing. It's very like personal in my life. And when that was going on, and to be honest it still does go on now, I was just really aware of the people in my life that really cared, really made the effort, really looked after me and checked in and just were always there for me. And Jack's family, oh, why am I getting emotional? Oh, such a baby. But yeah, they're just amazing, and Jack's mum is like my second mum. So it was lovely to just have them all together, and I just feel very grateful and blessed right now, especially to be in this house. Jack's nanny was walking around and she just kept saying, oh my god, Lauren, you've done such a good job, it looks beautiful. And I just felt really blessed, to be honest. So yeah. But anyway, lots has gone on. As I keep saying, the office is now finished. The dressing room carpet is down. I'm not 100% sure if I like the carpet in the dressing room, which is really annoying. But I think it's my fault. I think I thought I was ordering one of the samples that I chose, and I think I've ordered something else. So I don't know what happened there, but it's down now, so we're gonna have to see. And to be honest, it was quite cheap. It wasn't super expensive. The carpet in the guest room was very expensive, and this carpet was very cheap. So I'm not too fussed if I just keep that carpet down for as long as it takes for us to do the bathrooms upstairs and our bedroom, and then change the carpet in the dressing room and the landing and the bedroom to all the same at a later date. That could be in a year's time, that could be in like 6 months time, who knows. But I'm a little bit annoyed at myself because I feel like that's the one thing that I've done in the house that I haven't liked when it's gone in, and I'm kind of kicking myself, but it's not even that bad. I think I'll show you tomorrow when it's light, because the bulbs that we have in those rooms are the bulbs that were already there, and they are so orange, they're almost like Halloween lights. So it really doesn't give off the proper vibe. So I will show you in the morning in the daylight, and you can see what you think and let me know your thoughts. But it just is a little bit pinky, and I don't think it looks great with the drop cloth wardrobes. So we shall see. But my brother has done an amazing job. He works so fast. It blows my mind. I can't understand how he is 22 years old and can just knock out a herringbone LVT in like a day and a half. It just amazes me. He is so talented. So yeah, very grateful for him, but don't worry, I do pay him his full rate, so I'm not getting anything for free. There's no family and friends discount over here, and I wouldn't have it any other way. He deserves the full payment. Oh, also, on another note, while I'm in a chatty mood, I finished the Agatha Christie documentary last night, and I just can't believe that story. And do you know what? Anything that you hear online, even what you hear in real life, there are two sides to every story, and I always take that into consideration. But I don't know if this show has been edited in her favour and whatever, but I do sometimes think it's almost a little bit hard to portray someone in a certain light if they're not already doing the things that portray them in a certain light, if that makes sense. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, I do recommend it. It is a good watch, and I think it's actually really opened my eyes to that world and that kind of celeb media industry that I just had no idea that it works like that. It's just mental, and I think it does just really hammer home that point of don't believe everything you read. Everything that you read online, tabloids especially, there's always take it with a pinch of salt, and I mean especially from that certain tabloid, most of the time it's not even true. There's not even a slight chance that any of that's true. So yeah, anyway, that's my Friday night thoughts. I've just edited this vlog so far, and I'm really sorry how awkward I was at the beginning of the video. I always forget how uncomfortable vlogging in public makes me when I'm on my own. It really takes a lot of confidence to get out a camera with a front-facing screen and walk down the street like this. I think maybe people forget when you're watching a vlog of somebody walking down the street. You are literally talking to yourself on your own, walking down the street with your camera up like this, and people do stare at you, and it can feel a bit embarrassing. And I think the most embarrassing part is when you stop recording, because you're talking to yourself and then you kind of get into the flow and you kind of forget what you're doing and you're talking, and then you put your camera away and then you just have to carry on walking in silence, and it's just a bit awkward really. So apologies if I seemed really flat mood. I promise I wasn't. I just find it a bit awkward really. So anyway, enough from me. I'll see you in the morning. Afternoon everyone. It is actually Monday today, and I decided to take the weekend to just enjoy time at home, time with Jack. It was so lovely and relaxed, and I have a lot of things coming up over the weekends that I will be vlogging, so I just thought I'm going to take this time to just really enjoy it. I did film a couple of clips of what we got up to, but to be honest, we were literally just in our wellies and our outdoor stuff all weekend, wrapped up nice and cozy. It was very chilly and we just got loads of stuff done in the house. And I am very excited because I am currently sat at my desk in the office. It's all a little bit temporary, it's kind of just here for the moment, but I have a few updates to share with you, which I'm sure you've probably been waiting for this whole video. The office and the dressing room carpet. So let's just get straight into it and I will show you how the office is looking. So this is my new little desk setup and I couldn't be happier. I have brought in my old desk from Swoon Editions. I've had this desk for years. I actually first got this in my mum's house and I had a little office room there, and this was the desk that I just sat at every single day. I also had this in the apartment, and this was living in the guest room as a bit of a vanity table, and my plan is to keep this in the guest room. That will be its permanent position. But for the time being, I'm going to have it down here in the office. My original plan was to get Jack to make me a desk, the same as the herb table, very rustic, wooden, just really lovely quality scaffold planks. But he's not going to do that until the spring, just because the weather is so bad and it's so wet. So this is going to be my setup for a few months, which I'm more than happy with. It goes with the room really nicely and it's practical, so perfect. I decided to have my desk in the middle of the room because it's such a big space and I just wanted to utilize the room. I love sitting in kind of the center of the room as my desk. I loved sitting near the window and the view out the window is so lovely. If I sit this way, the lighting is perfect. And then I've got a really lovely backdrop of the fireplace as well. So I love this. And as you guys probably know, this room is going to have two different purposes. So aside from my work room where I'll be filming and editing and shooting and doing my work, this will also act as our second guest room. So we do actually have two bedrooms upstairs, but one of them is the dressing room. So I wanted to make this space as functional as possible, but also it can be a dual purpose room. So the sofa bed, this is from IKEA, it's the Gronlid sofa bed. It is so comfortable. I really recommend it. I also think it looks really nice. However, this white sofa cover is so grubby. I think what I want to do is change the sofa cover and maybe go for something a little bit different. You'll have to excuse the tools and some PR bits that are on the sofa. Sorry about the mess. But yes, I kind of want to get a colour or a different texture or something that kind of adds to this room, because it is going to stay very white on the walls. Everything's going to be quite neutral. So I think having a really amazing piece within the sofa cover could look amazing. So I'm currently on the hunt for that. But this will then pull out as the sofa bed, which is perfect. And this can act as another guest room. So my desk can just be moved to under the window, which will act as a bit of a vanity table with some really nice natural lighting for guests if they're getting ready. And then the sofa bed will pull out and then you've got the lovely fireplace at the end. So really good use of space. Flooring is absolutely incredible. I am so happy with it. Again, we've gone for the same as the living room. So we've got the double plank border and then the herringbone chevron pattern. And I decided to do the pattern kind of vertical so that you're coming into the room and you're following that pattern, as opposed to having this pattern this way. I just think this works really nicely. It looks really nice with the natural light. It follows the path of the room and it really kind of opens it out as well. So, long-term plans in this room, I need to get some curtains, which isn't so long-term because I really need to get those. So I'm looking for that today. I also need to get a ceiling light up here, and I want to just get some artwork bits, whether that's for above the fireplace, something above the sofa. I was kind of thinking of doing a bit of a gallery wall, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I need to actually plan it and get some ideas. But things I want to add. So this side of the room, I've got my mirror, which is from IKEA. I've had this for years. I think it was about £90 from IKEA and it's just brilliant. It's just really simple, really big, super tall. And I really wanted a full length mirror in here because when I'm filming and shooting, this is going to be really handy. It's such good natural light. It's a really nice plain background. So perfect. And then over in this side, I really want to get some kind of cabinet or some kind of dresser, chest of drawers, something that can house all of my office bits, whether that's papers, receipts, tech, chargers, all of that stuff can all go into some sort of storage unit here. And that will also mean I've got another surface to play with, so I can add a really nice lamp, maybe some books, like decorate that a little bit and just add a bit more character into this room. And then my plan was originally to get some shelves up here just to style on, just to again add a little bit more to the room, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I can't really decide, so I'm gonna again have a think about that. And then this corner, I've just got my storage cupboard, which is linked to the understairs cupboard, so that's absolutely massive, really, really good storage, and the Hoover will live in there. But I have been hoovering. So yes, that is a little overview of my office so far, and I am so happy with it, honestly. I love the floor. It just feels like a proper room. It's finally come together, so I just need to finish off a few little bits and bobs, and then this room will be feeling lovely. And then moving into the dressing room, every time I walk in here, it just smells so good. The smell of fresh carpet is probably one of my favorite smells. I just love it. So, as you can see, the carpet is in, and as I said to you earlier, a few days ago, the carpet is not my favourite. I kind of just imagined it being a little bit more on the cream side, so a bit more in line with this kind of colour, and it does look a little bit pink. I'm not 100% in love with it. I'm not super happy. Unfortunately, I didn't realise that this was the colour until the carpet was fitted, and my brother came downstairs and said, "I'm done." And I came upstairs and was like, oh dear. But as I said the other day, I'm not too worried about it. It's just nice to have some carpet in here rather than the floorboards. And I'm not actually going to be changing these carpets, these two rooms, until the bathrooms are done. So when we get to that phase, maybe this will switch out. But to be honest, I might end up loving it. So we shall see. But not much else to show you in here apart from the carpet. The carpet honestly just makes it feel like such a nicer room. Still got my vanity table, still the same chair. I just need to add a couple of bits in here, like a blind and my little side table with a lamp. I need to get that sorted out. So yes, quite a few decor bits and bobs that I need to get and find. So I need to be doing some online sourcing, really. And I still need to finalise the fabric for my stool because I'm still not 100% sure. So yes, just a few bits and bobs, but the room is just feeling so amazing. Now I've got some carpet in, the walls are painted, the panelling looks amazing. But yes, that is pretty much all of my updates in the house. At the weekend, we were actually working on the front of the house, just tidying up the flower beds and getting ready for some planting next year. I've got big plans with the front of the house, so I really wanted to just get a good base going and jack cut all the grass. We just had a good tidy up of everywhere, which feels really nice. So super happy with how everything is going. Oh, it's such a lovely day today. So I think I'm going to end this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you have enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.